Good morning. It is Manifestation Monday. It is January 5th or 6th. We're figuring it out. It is early morning. Normally I would be like, nah, I'm going to go back to bed. No, but during the recent turn of events, I felt a strong need to address my day differently. Just something that, like, when you have the will to live instead of just survive, like, there's an internal clock that's just like, oh, I didn't know your ticker wasn't, that you just needed some fine tuning. And so you wake up with this like new enthusiasm, even though like I'm still low-key like meh. There's like a flattened blowhorn, like instead of boo, 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 it's like meh. A little quack, a little quacky. Anyway, should I stay or should I go? My divine panel of 8. I welcome you in to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Thanks so much. All right, so yeah, should I stay or should I go? Switch stance logistics. Okay. What inspired me to start this reading is just like with this awakened feeling that was further, like I had it the day before, like before coming into work. And then after I did the reading, I felt like it kind of cemented even further that I should make people respect me. Those that I've gotten to know, I feel like it's time to just like kind of withdraw to like, because I've gone through so many instances in which like people really only know my worth with the days that pass by after, you know what I mean? Like it's not just absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's like you can never get me back again. You you will miss me. You will regret the things that you've done. And I don't feel like this is a matter of vengeance. This is just a factual thing. So I kind of like want to change the formula up a little bit and just expedite, like just give them a flavor. Maybe they'll, adjust things. Or maybe I just retract my power and place it somewhere else where I'm more valued. Because when there's deliberate areas that are recognized of disrespect, like how else are you going to go about it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like anybody's scooting me out the door for real, for real. I mean, maybe like, people who are very, very insecure with themselves. But I don't know. I just feel like it's, there are other places to go. There are more things to do. And if people seek to control me or take from me, it's like that's old news. You know what I mean? Like I'm an adventurer too. I'm an explorer too. I'm a creator prominently too. So like on the recipient side, I received and as I was shuffling, were other energies that are kind of almost merged with mine due to this, new feat. And so I got the 8 of Swords, like straight up like on my lap, and that is, stay put, basically. Then I'm shuffling the cards again, and then 2 came out. It was the 4. I'm surprised that I remember this. 4 of Swords in reverse, just like healing. You put some thought into this. And what was it paired with? Shoot, I forgot now. Oh, the Sun card in reverse, the spotlight over it. Like, you know what? You've done your work here and it's time to move on. So there were like 2 opposing energies almost, like, but if I had to blend the 2 together in the messaging, it's like you should stand firm in your positioning, like your stance in it. Like the atmosphere may change, but it's kind of like a highlight that you're a healer and you did your job there. And so, you know, that's that. So anyway, here, I just figured, let's do a refresh. Let's get more clarity on the pull. And I have 3 of Pentacles on the recipient's side. You see? So it's new opportunities, partnerships, etc. Like, that could be existing. Because I never leave a place without allies. I'm just realizing this. Hidden allies. Now, this is like active allies, like in working mode. So this is an upgrade from my previous experiences, and I get to focus more on the takeaways and what I'm actually engaging in, what I'm creating. So that's wonderful. On the doing side, the manifestation side, right side, Knight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, there's hidden pursuits of passionate pursuits. Yeah, hidden passionate pursuits. So yeah, this is, I feel like this is like a time to explore. This is, especially with that, like, I didn't know where it was going at first, but there we are. All right, so my divine panel, what do you want to tell me? Should I stay or should I go? Okay, what faced here? The Strength card in reverse. What opened up to it are these 3 cards. The Hermit card in reverse. Again, the 4 of Swords in reverse. And the 5 of Cups in reverse. This is a goodbye. After like some added thought and the realization that like, you know, after self-care and self-focus, that I think that's what's needed. You know, like, why are you going to prolong a relationship, any kind of partnership in which you are undervalued? Yeah, there's, yeah. So, like, if I prolong that, I would just be setting myself up for disappointment. And so, you know, you just got to allow for that. Like, if I extended that partnership, then I would be delaying gratification, aka karma, on all levels. When it's due, you know, my inputs require reciprocity. So, you know, it's like, I would just be mad at myself if I prolonged myself in that situation. Yeah, like I'm too, how do I say it? It's a big fish in a small pond type of energy. Yeah, I really feel like that. With this being the starters card on the recipient side, definitely. All right. Now let's get clarifiers for that. Okay. Like reasons why. Oh my gosh, for sure. Look at this. 7 of Cups and Queen, facing the Queen of Swords. So these are like the toppers of the deck, basically. So no secret to this. There are many options for me. Like that, I think timing is impeccable. Like, I couldn't say that there were so many options a month, 5 months, 8 months, 2 years, whatever ago. Okay, I couldn't say that they were well activated to a pairing of my likeness. But now it appears so. Like, it feels like, with how long I spent in this place, that it was almost like a short-lived like romance, almost like it just inundated, like overwhelmed, had to acclimate, adjust. And this is the kind of like energy that you would want, like that's typical for like a simulation of like spiritual warfare, of some kind of battle. And so like you really have to assess beyond the like glitz and glamour of the aesthetic view, the optics, like looking deeper at things, like what, like the real stuff, like what did you encounter? How did you adjust your feelings? How did you mediate? How, like, it's just like in a like military type of view, what are the things that were that like happened throughout, like bullet points, you know? And I like, this was a really, really great growth experience for me. But like, I'm only gonna give credit where credit's due. So a lot of that belongs to me. So I get to take back my power, energy, essence, gifts, blessings, all of that when I like pack them away with me. You know what I mean? Like, so I just really feel like things are moving quickly with the universe's plans for me. Especially with like the nudge to like say goodbye to this place. I don't know if I should sprinkle in 1 or 2 more days to like kind of like finalize it, because energy is like fluid. So I don't, we'll see. Like, yeah, okay. So Queen of Swords is facing that. It's like I told the truth. Absolutely. That's a check-in process with my ultimate, like my one of my guides. I would say that's maybe Freya, or I don't know, because she's fair complected. So anyway, there's Queen of Swords, and then King, I didn't see this, King of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Hanged Man. So this is interesting. So I've pretty much told the truth on that. And I think the King of Pentacles in reversal is, by like its cutthroat nature, is cutthroat, without being the King of Swords. It is someone who is like, it's just business, you know? But it's a way to, kind of like finagle your way out of any kind of snafus. So, King of Pentacles is highly manipulative with the area of wealth. But this could also be the King of Pentacles being like also objective in viewing all of this. So, they also see that I have a lot of options. They've seen it for a while now. You see, like how steady they are in this position, including their associates agree with that. Oh, for sure. You see that I didn't realize that this person is the Queen of Swords right here. So whatever I've communicated, like, there's, this is definitely like a simulation activity here. Yeah, it's to realize your value, your potential, your worth, all in one bite, and or all in one slurp. You see? So it's very contemplative without any frustrations. I mean, there's a lot on the table, but that's not to say that like it's to be wagered. It's to be invested, so not wagered. So this is a lot more of a mindful approach with what I'm hearing. I'm hearing dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Oh my gosh, what the frick? That's crazy. And so, yeah, like that's, if that's the like the overall energy of what's brought into that environment, then it's like, why am I swimming against the current on that? You know what I mean? Like, so this portion was not 100% about the money. You know, it was more of like a different learning environment, a different industry yet again. So Okay. All right. So, I'm going to ask, should I have like a depletion of, you know, like slowly pull away my energy, or abruptly, this is it, I'm done, I am going to a new atmosphere? So my divine panels, I have 8. Oh my gosh. Says 10 of Pentacles and, oh my goodness, get it. Get it, girl. The Hierophant accentuated on my recipient side. I feel like I feel like because it happened, like I didn't even see what it came out like originally before it, like, you know, like did a like a, you know, like the somersault, you know, drop. So they're saying get it, you know, go out and get it, whatever that means. You can pull cards within the same day right before heading out to your new adventure. So it's going to profess the 10 of Pentacles, but the overall decision to stay is not suitable. Those conditions are not suitable for you. You should be earning more, you should be respected more, and like on all levels of the hierarchy. And yeah, it was just weird. I just found it confusing that the owner of the place, like the main manager or whatever, like she was, I don't know, should I say something? I feel like it's no different from me like divulging things, like, you know, but like this is fact. Like even with the simplistic stuff like Happy New Year, you know, like thanks, you know what I mean? Like that's the behaviorisms of somebody who's like lesser experienced, because they have less gratitude, they have less appreciation for sentience around them. So regardless of what their realm on the hierarchy is, I did notice that there was like a hint towards like playing into like somebody of a high level, playing into like office politics gossip, like like playing into stories, or like just like jealous. Like it was weird, like there's no reason for her to be like that to me. You know, I guess some people are just built how they are, you know, until they decide to change things. So this is, yeah, so this is like, it's just noticeable. Like I'm not speaking anything that's not factual. Like why should I be like dinged for something that, like, why should I swallow that spit, you know? Like so these are very strong cards, like setting down, laying down the law, setting your standards, principles, all of that, and making that known to the world. That'll definitely bring buoyancy, great connections, straightforward, no bullshits, and therefore more efficient to the 10 of Pentacles. A very shared, well-loved energy, done the right way. So, yeah, I mean, so they're saying get it. Okay. So clarifying, is this like, is this it? Like, definitely just move on, or can I like there's some flexibility to that. So I want to get some specifications on that. What fell in my lap is 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's like kind of like time to, I feel like it's time to move on. This is like backed by like 10-10. This is oopsie, this is going back home. So regrounding. I feel like this is, it's leaving a place, but being close to home. Like you're warmer, Tina, like the hot cold type of game. You're warmer, being closer to something that resembles more of your where you pay respects, like 24/7, basically. Your home is basically your massive shrine. So, yeah, like you have a lot of takeaways, Tina. Look, see, like you put in long hours, you put in a lot of time, and most of that was really like charity work and like, you know, the like paying for classes to, you know, educate yourself on the field. So, but this is like Blue Monday. Like, what is that song? So you need to say, tell me how do I feel? Tell me now how is it do I feel or do you feel? I don't know. That's Blue Monday. That's crazy. So, all right. So does this, okay, so, okay, let's ask about that boss thing. Like, what were, like, the things that were not suitable for me? Okay, so we're not gonna pick on anybody, but what were the things that were absolutely not suitable for me? Okay, Knight of Swords, something moving quickly, and Page of Wands in reverse. So people like who wanted to start something quick, like very volatile energy. Yeah, Knight of Swords is like moving in haste. So it's a fast-paced environment, like it requires a lot of your like spry inputs. But this is like with people who like, it's kind of like sales, you know, I guess. Knight of Wands, people who want to start something but like don't have the initiative to like, or the know-how in themselves to like know what they want. So yeah, I mean, this is, so the things that were not suitable is like, you know, people running around with their like heads cut off again. So you're just a number. You're just like, grab a ticket. You're no distinguishable as staff versus, you know, customer. So it's just whoever served is whoever served, something like that. Like, this doesn't give me enough context though. Page of Wands in reverse, like, and you know, this carries like when you have that kind of energy on a norm, it goes with company culture, right? So people who will start shit like at a moment's notice, they don't have anything to lose. That's, yeah. So I would say this is more of like a dangerous environment, like in that realm. Like if somebody wants to start shit, you know, it's like somebody's gonna finish it, right? And you know, like I'm passed up on that gameplay. Like that's child's play almost, you know? Okay, so okay, Lover's card in the bottom. So, being that this is like the secret sauce to that type of energy, and there's no secret to it. Seven of Swords, yeah, bullshit energy. On like on trying to make like what do you call it? Like you can't trust anybody there, really. Like, because when it comes to like this type of energy, it's targeted towards like your self-actualization. It like hits close to home. And this also is like people cementing their ideas by how they behave and how you experience them as the Lover's card. And it's like, no, that's not how it is. That's not how it is. So it's like really big bullshit energy. So you can't formulate strong connections. How is it? The strong connections are meager, if not minimal, is how they want me to say it. Few and far between. But I still, you know, have that energy to employ. What else do you want to say about this? Give me a second. I need to adjust something. So there's that. Okay. What? was there anything else? It's kind of like two-faced energy, you know, based on like, so there's a lot of like immediate gratification here, but like also volatile, unresolved type of energy that you're surrounded by. So that's not suitable for you, Tina. Like, the return, it's like I've almost like maxed out my return on the learning field here. So if I wanted to stay, it would be about money. But even at that, there must be other places in which are more I want to say viable, but that's like an expense. So that are more that are greater on the return. Like it's been a bit. Okay, anything else that you want to say? Anything else that was not suitable? That's not like absolutely like no. Where did that go? Oh gosh. Okay, where'd you go? It's somewhere here. Aha, I found it. Four of Cups, extroverted. It is the multiple choice question. It is making the right choices. I think things are just very obvious there. Like when I read the energy, it is factual, it is correct. So the owner or the main manager there, like the feedback, like what I've already assessed was correct. Like she's dibbling and dabbling and like bending her ear to just like the lower level office politics. So it kind of diminishes, like degrades her energy. But you know, some people like being the head honcho in different ways. Their interpretation of being important is it varies from person to person. And so it's like, why would you want to take, you know, command over, I mean, under or even in link with those kind of energies? Like it's just not suitable. Yeah, it's just weird. Like when you're exposed to that kind of energy, you should know better and you should do better. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. For me though, I just like, I made my choices. I had my checkpoints. I brushed up on those, like firmed those boundaries up. And I'm good with those learnings. I think those were necessary because when you're let out into the world and you see that there's a lot of ways in which you can express your freedom, you encounter different types of abuses. And so some of those things are normalized, and it affects your like autopilot self. These habitual ways of knowing become understood as like, oh, well, like I'm no stranger to that, you know, like, so I would say it was very necessary for me to experience how to set my foot down, when to set my foot down, and the times where it's not non-bias, and I just do that as like a regular thing. So there's an elevation, a development point in my learnings, and I am happy with that for sure. Yeah, okay. So does this mean going to, you know, not changing the industry, but going to another location, or what? Like, is this just like a new thing for me? King of Swords accentuated, followed up by the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So this is the masculine aspect here within self, but this is also what I'm feeling like is an external energy. This is taking command of your dashboard, your controls, and communicating that to the world on an internal plane. See, this is kind of like the dashboard, setting it up, you know, having confidence in like your panel of control. King of Wands, this also includes the resources of like your partnerships, you know, all of that. So this is a well-respected type of energy. In fact, this is leaning on the Hierophant energy yet again, blending with the King of Wands, with the King of Swords accentuated, and the practitioner on like the chill, like, you know, daily level of that observing and maintaining your panel. So there's that. On the external plane, I do have like some masculines that are familiar with the combative energy and those forces, those certain threats or whatever. I don't think there's really any threats here. I think like people are just bluffing because the impact is so hard to just knock their head right off. So Knight or King of Swords, this is accentuated. So there are energies that pull up from me that are highly telepathic and highly influential. They know how to word craft. In fact, they might be like also adept in like hypnotist type of energy. That's the first time I've ever really gotten that, but you see like how everyone else is influenced by that energy. You see, weird, crazy. All right, so I have that help. We have a new recruit or a newly recognized recruit anyway. Maybe that was pluralized, I don't know. King of Wands is backed by that. This is people using their power in high places to help me with navigations, get me into the right places. That's what it looks like. So I'm just like minding my own business, like, okay, Tina's like setting up her altar, she's cleaning up her altar, she's doing this and doing that. I cleaned up my desk space a little bit yesterday before coming into work. And I do these like little things for myself, which are not so little, in order to give back to my, you know, what I've done for myself in my personal life, to get things in order. And as of yesterday, hold on, 10% battery. Okay, so this is good. I think the focus has shifted though. Like, even though there are like some gnarly people out there, there's some really awesome ones too, for sure. So you don't have to be afraid about, or like worry about withholding information, lying to the world, about what actually went down. You know, like, you're not supposed to ignore or disrespect, Tina. Nor are you supposed to like pick fights or like engage in arguments. You can just forfeit it, you know? Just call it a day. But your energy will in fact be missed, like sorely missed. There's no energy there that can duplicate mine. And this is not like a matter of like ego. This is factual. Like, I already know this. They've been running the business for quite some time now under different realms of management, and there's no one that's like me. And you can tell. You can tell by the responses of that environment. And so, like, why entertain them in fucking with you? Yeah. At a certain point, it's just gross. So I'm just trying to do my job and learn and get better. So, all right, with that said, what do you want to say? My divine panel of 8. King of Cups in reverse and 2 of Cups in reverse. So this is a flow, again, of underground partnerships and relationships. This is like an undercurrent. It's coming in fast. It's coming in hot. Yeah, so there's a boiling to it too. This is to recognize that there were a lot of manipulations within partnerships, like on every level there. Not every level, but like, this is like bottom feeder energy. What is it? The dregs of society. But like, it's not the sentience behind them. It's the acts of manipulation. You know, it's like, yeah, like a lot of people are not like wising up to how they are emotionally manipulated, to, you know, further entertain certain parties that have extracurricular needs. Yeah, there's that. Bottom of the deck, no secret to the sauce, a world card. That's the end of that. That's crazy. It feels like so abrupt, the ending. And a magician. So the magician says so. You know, I don't. Okay, so if I were to go back maybe a couple more times, just to close out with goodbyes and maybe exchanging information with those that are not exhibiting like this bullshit energy, you know, my allies. What do you like? Is there any consequence to that? Because I set my own schedule, so you know. No, you can be free to walk, Tina. Like you're standing on business with each foot, like each step. You're blessed. This is Freya energy again. You know, like how abundant and fertile that is. That is the Empress going for a stroll, you know? So very well recognized. You see, like all like this is kind of like Snow White, you know? Attracting all of this sentience. Like kind of flocking and scurrying to her. So I think the ones that are most intuitive realize that it's also a goodbye. And they're just like, you know, greetings. Warm greetings. Yeah, this is the fall season, so there's something about like falling away from something. I wouldn't say it's falling from grace. Definitely. No, it's like grace falling from this. Yeah. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Tina? Let me see. Yeah, I really feel like that. Okay, so that was the, oh, that's crazy. Is there any consequence to that? Okay, I'm going to pull a second card for clarifying that. The Lover's card. No, you you leave with your allies in tow. Not in check, but in tow. How awesome is that? This is with regards to the Bell Project. This is like, because my awareness is so lit, those that are within the same vibe are also like intuitively like nudged, like, oh, I don't know why, but it feels like Tina might not be here for very long, like, but like legit, you know, like not out of something bad. That's just something like, you know, people wonder with my energy how long I'm going to need to be there. Like there's a strike resemblance of not being like not fitting in, but it not being a bad thing, but also like not belonging. Like this is of a different grade and value, especially like known with like the interaction. The immediacy of the one-to-one is very telling. So it's like, I wonder how long Tina's going to be here. But let's just like be happy while she is here. So that's very interesting. So, I wouldn't call this a consequence. Like, if anything, relative to that, it's like cause and effect. That's my effect. That is my impact. I get to do that. So, interesting. It's weird because it's like, I feel like I'm well liked enough, even by people who like kind of did me wrong, in the background, that like I'm still welcome to come back. You know, it's kind of like one of those things. But I you know, it's nice to be able to have open doors, right? and that be for real, for real. So hold on a sec. I need to charge my phone. So the look of this is not going to be 100% the same, but we're gonna do this. Okay. Okay. It's like being held by this like paperclip spool mountain here. Okay. So there's that. Anything else? Okay, so what's the next? Oh. I forgot that I had the magician card out over here, so it's gonna, that's still correct. Magician, like, it's unblocked, like it's an open road for the magician. Get your walk on, that's what they said. Where's that card? Oh, it's right here. Oh. Okay, there's 2 cards. It is the 7 of Wands and the Chariot card in reversal. Do you know what that means? That's Master number 77, the Master Revolutionary. Okay. The glow of these lights are something special, aren't they? Give me a second. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. So this is having the advantage, being blessed at that, like her, you know, her wheels basically. But this is like, this is, how do I say it? This is a parked energy. This is fortified. This is fortified energy. Like, you stand strong in stepping out, Tina. It's like putting on the Ritz, you know, type of energy. I don't know why I'm getting that, but yeah, taco. So somebody's gonna know what that means. It's crazy weird. Okay, my divine panel of 8. So what snapped open to that is the 4 of Wands in reverse, the root structure. It's just like knowing what your foundations are, especially after fortification. Like, you grew from this, right? So, but there's so many more roots to you than just these additional ones, and it's just a recognition of like you're like, you walked yourself out of that tunnel, Tina, that dark night of the soul. You did that. So there's a recognition. Oh my gosh, the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Look, problem solved. Like, you've healed like a lot of wounds, and whether people realize it or not, some do though. And they're very, very appreciative. Look, it means a lot to them. Yeah. But this this Empress also has some flex to her, because the amount of stars on her bandana were matching the same amount of stars in, I think the actual star card in the Housewives Tarot that we just did the other day. That's crazy. This is crazy. I want to see what's behind this. Page of Swords. So this is learning pursuits, but this is also like a memory of Tina, like in their thunderous qualities as the Queen of Swords, like Fae almost. Like, some people, like, they've learned like valuable, like they learned with valuable insights and like the exposure, so they kind of like are doing this like Edison thing, like, I don't know, this kite thing, like kind of wanting to divine my energies back, like wanting to kind of channel, like call me back in. That's crazy. Like paying tribute too. Do you see? That's crazy. Hold on, wait. Yeah, the look, Knight of Cups, you brought a lot of happiness, like, happy birthday. Yeah, for real. That's sweet. So I'm very, very well loved. Like, this is kind of local justice, like, and it's like, it's low-key justice is what it's showing me, but like, there's more to roll out, so it doesn't give me validation enough to stay, because there's more, like, there's more to it than just that. I can't just sit like know certain love languages and being adept at it. There should be more takeaway than this, and I should actually be paying attention more to the results and the impact of the environment than just the environment itself. Like, You should merge those learnings together. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, be independent, thought and assessment. Yeah, staying, keeping your cool within all of that. So there was a lot of growth, like unexpected. And you know, they kept saying, my guides kept saying, you know, expect the unexpected. Or this is, you know, just a lot of unexpected energies. So, okay, new top of the deck is the Tower moment. It is a decision. You know? Yeah, you can't unbreak something. You know, it's like, what that song, Unbreak My Heart. Say, I don't know. That why is my soul spirit like so like love ballad energy? Because I don't really feel like that, but based on my investments and wondering like where things gonna go, you know, if people are being legit, it's very much like that kind of input, like very emphatic, making my point, like. But this is a very thorough energy in its decision. Okay, so my takeaways are, I mean, the Empress is allowed to do that. You know what I mean? She's allowed to. Again, Red is coming up. Why is that? I keep getting Red by Chevelle, and it was supposed to go onto my previous playlist. I don't know. I don't remember why or when, but it's following the theme here in that. You see, there's the boo-boo, and there's that. Yeah, see, like some people who have done me wrong, I like and benefited from my healing energy. They realize, you know, their fuckery too, but more so there's a greater love in this mending than I would say the game. The game is kind of like a usual thing. This is an anomaly, almost like anomaly momaly. But anyway, sorry. That boo-boo here, okay, that's a cause, that's something that they did, you know, something that they did on their own time. And so looking at that, they kind of made boo-boos, you know, big ass boo-boos, right? Through other people, through other things. And so like maybe that boo-boo is not always relative to me, but you can understand the association and what we're just talking about. Okay, so we have one person here now down to a 0. I was gonna do a takeaway for you. If I see that number pop up again before I do mine, then I will do it. But for now, let's go ahead and get my 3 takeaways. What are my 3 takeaways, my divine panel? 2 of Wands in reverse, a to be determined, to be announced type of energy, to be discussed. So you have all these tools, Tina, you know, as a sorcerer or sorceress. So it's like, okay, so what now? What's next? Okay. That's my takeaway. It's moving on, moving forward, moving up. The clarifier for that is it's Emperor energy in reverse. So like it's the contemplation, like the universe is like loading. Okay, Tina's about to boss up, Tina's about to boss up even more. So how are we going to upgrade her? Another clarifier to that is Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, what are we gonna deliver to her? Like what's next? So this is interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. Since the Emperor is here, we're gonna do the 4th one. Like what's being brought in. 8 of Wands, communication. All right. All right. This is channeling in the next thing. So that's one of my takeaways. That's excellent. Okay. On to the next. Second takeaway, mine is harvesting. So just be patient. It's coming, it's coming. Yeah. Okay. Takeaway is being patient with yeah, the digestion of the universes. Clarifier for that is 9 of Wands. So you still show up in the world. This is like when you're asked to be patient, it's not necessarily always like, oh, you're gonna be sitting in the lobby. Like that's what you get to do, is sit and watch TV and play, you know, like read magazines or like flip through them. No, this is showing up and understanding the sacredness of time within your level of patience. So there's like sacred rituals there, relaxation, having your tools prepped and in front of you, being ready to go. Interesting. Clarifier to that is Queen of Wands, talking about the magic. So the Queen of Wands tends to steal the show. She's super attractive and on multiple levels, highly coveted type of energy. She is a practitioner actively, outwardly, and she knows that the powers carry responsibility, including monitoring, like deterring people from, loosely engaging or like attempting to interface with my power. And what is it, like just undisciplined, by guard from undisciplined hands, for sure. All right, for sure. Yeah, like you smack them or you hold them, there's different ways. All right, my third takeaway is Judgment in reverse. That is a karma card. That is something's pending in play. Like it's very much meant like for it. Like this is like double entendre destiny. What? That's what I'm getting here. Like like that's the Wheel of Fortune twice. Double entendre destiny. So these are merged agendas that like sit well together and are complementary with my divine panel as well as mine. I feel like this is the first time I got that from that card. Clarifier is 5 of Swords in reverse. So there's no need for manipulation or like petitioning for accentuated karma. This is something that you forfeit. Like, no, I'm not going to play that game. I can use my time elsewhere. So yeah, like not playing other people's games, and then Judgment rolls out. Like that's what we needed to hear, Tina. We needed to hear that you're not going to indulge in entertaining that with your upper hand. Okay, withhold your backhand. Okay. Other things will happen. All right. Okay, the clarifier to that is 9 of Pentacles. Very independent. Like just because you forfeit doesn't mean like you're not an independent thinker. In fact, it kind of like supports that, Yeah, I'm hearing one of a kind on that. So it feels like it needs one more clarifier. Oh, it is a strength card. Yeah, definitely. Very well fortified. So I feel like that's what this is all about. Gathering resources, like taking your vitamins, right? Those externals, like what's going to support your systems. I feel like that. I think that's it for now. So thank you for all donations provided in enough light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. So good. So good. The sauce. So I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, passions from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of, oh wait, hold on. I moved through that really too quickly. I call back all of my energy, essence, gifts, power, strength, passions from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of roll out, in light and love. I close the portals in this reading. Yeah.